Hello, friends, and welcome to CrowdSurfing. I'm Taylor.
Oh, and I'm Mike P.
Mike P. just enjoying some delicious beer.
Yes, I am.
We are at Beer Brewery in Indianapolis for the final episode of our 2017 season of CrowdSurfing. I can't believe it. We have been on the air since 2010, and I can't believe it. We have actually never done this.
2010?
Yeah, 7 years.
I don't think I had a mustache then, you guys, but I have one now.
I know. So we're drinking some delicious beer because we're about to reminisce our top 10 favorite moments from this season of CrowdSurfing. Again, we have never done this before. I can't believe it. We have seen so many people, been to so many places, and this is the first time we actually get to kick back and enjoy and take a look at all that we've done this year. So,
yes.
Without further ado,
Number 10.
Number 10. First up on our countdown, one of our favorite moments from this season, all the way back in January of 2017 at Return of the Mac Fest from Am Plaza, is Mike busting a married girl.
It happens. Let's take a look. So we're gonna walk over and find a friend. So you tell me she has a husband.
And 2 kids.
And she's over here talking to some random guys.
Yeah, she's talking to some guys.
So let's get her. So now she has a plaid shirt on.
Yeah, that's Whitney.
And she's never met these guys before.
No. Hey, Whit.
Hi.
Hi.
So she told me you were over here just talking to random guys.
No, not. I met them out another night.
No, we're giving you crap. Don't worry about it. And now she's on the floor really laughing.
I know.
Your favorite mac and cheese? That was the only question I'm gonna ask you.
I'm gonna have to go with Fat Dan's.
Fat Dan's.
Yeah, it's just like good old school mac and cheese. Simple, straight to the point.
Okay.
It's good mac and cheese.
She told me to ask how's the kids.
They're good. Ali's husband, are they still alive? I think they are. So it should be all good.
That's what friends are for.
Well, Mike,
Yo.
I hope her husband didn't see that. But I think you have a future as a Cheaters host, right?
Well-
if this TV show doesn't work out, you got that.
Hey, if she's watching, my bad. All right, let's go to number 9, you guys. Wild Wednesdays. Taylor, what are we doing?
Yeah, well, sometimes there's footage that's captured that you guys never see. We're outside shooting all day sometimes, but putting the best of the show, there's some that doesn't make it, you know?
Right.
Still good stuff. So like the time I took a trip down the drag strip at Lucas Oil Raceway in a truck.
That was interesting.
It was really interesting.
Let's check it out.
Rolling up here to the start line. I honestly don't know what I've gotten myself into, to be honest. See, I said to be honest twice, which means I'm nervous. My heart's racing. These little tree lights, Dustin, remind me. All I can think of is, it's me, Mario.
You're trying to light up the first one, so now we're pre-staged.
We're pre-staged.
Once you roll in a little bit further, this means you're completely ready. And now it's all go.
Oh, dear Lord. Gonna try and double. Oh my gosh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Come on, Dustin. Let's see that speedometer climb. I'm seeing 70. Oh dear. I've never been in a Chevy Silverado. It's going so fast. Oh my gosh. How many times did I say, oh my gosh, cameraman? I think I said it too many times. That was good. It was clean. You had a clean start. I mean, I don't know the difference between the start of a Chevy Silverado versus the start of one of those little roadsters, but it was smooth. You took care of my life. Nice. I like it. Now, how was that compared to the last time you've taken this car on the track?
My reaction time was actually worse, which is, I think, our tree's fault there, but our speed was better. We got hit 85 miles an hour in 16 seconds.
Awesome. They should put that on their marketing campaign next time.
That's for you, too.
Awesome. I will take that, sir.
I haven't the faintest idea why that didn't make the final cut.
Taylor, you were doing 60. I'm late to shoots all the time. I do that on 65. Come on.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, anyways, part of our show too, we love to eat, we love to drink. We have guest hosts sometimes when we can't be available, and Acacia is one of our most beloved guest hosts, and she actually had a chance to eat one of the greatest things she's ever eaten, she says, at the Tots and Beer Festival from Garfield Park. Check it out.
I remember that day, yeah. All right, you guys, Acacia is going in. What are we doing here?
Oh my God, pizza tots, pepperoni tots.
Okay, let me know how they taste.
Okay.
I'm curious how they taste though before I go in. I'm gonna let it sit on the palate a little bit. What are we thinking?
It's the best food I've ever had.
What's the best thing about it? Give me a description.
It's a marinara. That's what takes it closest to tasting like a pizza. But then the Parmesan on top.
I remember, Taylor, it being really hot that day. I remember doing a shot in the shade, whatever.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of events that we go to that are really hot. And speaking of really hot, we love it when our crew gets involved. Sometimes we actually participate ourselves in the events we go to. Speaking of, our camera guy, Adam.
Did you just call Adam hot though?
No. Listen to what I'm getting to.
Okay.
He's hot and sweaty in this next bit.
okay.
Number 7 on our countdown is our camera guy, Adam Newell, heading out to the Heroes for the House 5K, putting himself on the line for that run.
Yeah, he did. Let's check it out. So Taylor, Adam's running in this. It's 5K. It's 5,000 miles. That's gonna take forever.
No, kilometers, Mike.
Oh!
5 kilometers.
Look, aren't we in the USA?
Yes.
Miles, not kilometers.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Oh wow. This is really long. Did they add more Ks?
Yay! Yes!
Look at that optimism as he crosses the finish line.
28:45. How you doing, man?
Great. I put it all out there. I wasn't first until the last K, and that last K turned into like an M or an L, I don't know.
Yeah.
And hundreds of people passed me.
Wow.
So I definitely got first at the 4K.
Well, your wife left. She just got tired of waiting for that last K. This is what done it in for you.
Guys, it's always next year.
All right, Mike, little known fact about our guy, Adam. Did you know this?
Come on, Adam, who works the arcade.
Yes, Adam, the host of Big One's
Yeah.
Arcade Show, right?
Yes.
Well, little known fact, he puts in about 12 to 14 hours of practice time at his own claw machine in this warehouse back here behind Brewery.
You're talking about our camera guy, Adam.
Yes, the same sweaty guy that was breathing heavy through that 5K.
Adam's weird, but all right. You gonna go check it out?
I'll go check it out, yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay here. I'm not doing, no.
All right, let's go check it out. Hey there.
Whoa, what's going on, man?
What are you doing here, man? We had a shoot going on over at Beer Brewery. I kind of expected you to be in on that.
It's only one camera, Andy has it. What are you doing? I'm practicing.
Well, what are you doing?
I'm training to be
For what?
my TV show, Big Wins Arcade Show. You guys check it
right.
out, Comcast, CN 81.
Yeah.
On demand.
So what hour are we at then, huh?
Well, yeah, I practice. I own machines. I practice probably 12 to 14 hours a day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
If you want to be the best, you got to put in practice.
I see it's paying off for you.
Jump up there. There's two plays queued up.
Nothing
And while you play, I'll talk a little bit about my show.
nothing like
So, yes.
practicing in a seedy warehouse. Claw machine.
Well, that's how Rocky got awesome. And a lot of people ask, like, why would you go out and buy your own machine? Well, that's easy. Michael Jordan has his own basketball court, doesn't he? Boom! First try!
Well, little did you know, I brought my own camera guy so I could try out for your show.
Oh, well, I
I'm
mean...
planning total domination of CN81, the entire network. My face everywhere.
Good. How's it look?
Good?
I like
think.
it. Let's go money.
No.
Oh, see?
Gotta get the rainbow balls
But you might
again.
get a 2 for 1! 2 for 1!
No!
Bouncing! That was awesome.
I love this.
Hey, maybe Taylor does have, a future
I think there's
on
some-
Big Wins Arcade Show.
There's something to be said about practice.
Well, I
I'm
mean-
planning total domination of CN81, the entire network. My face everywhere.
On every single on-demand show.
Yes.
Taylor's pretty good. Is she gonna go 2 for 2? Oh!
No.
Almost!
This is addicting.
Oh yeah, that's why you can play for 12 to 14 hours a day, no problem.
Until it runs out.
So what are you guys doing? Where are you right now?
We were at Beer Brewery, man. I totally expected you to be a part of our show. Recapping CrowdSurfing, the top 10 best moments from 2017.
I would have
I
been
see
there,
where your
but-
faithfulness lies.
Big win!
That was kind of weird.
That was weird. Anyway, we're back here, and you know, I was thinking about this. Last time we were here, we had to marvel at Ryan Feeney's sculpture here. He also made that Peyton Manning sculpture, right?
Yep.
So we just came from his warehouse. I wonder if we could ever, you know, make a claw machine with this as a prize. Do you think a claw machine could pick that up?
Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
Whatever.
I was joking, Taylor.
Anyway, back to our countdown. We are at number 6. Some really awesome moments from this year. We're at the Sound Sport Music and Food Festival at Georgia Street, Am Plaza. We actually got to see up close and personal the ceremonial guardsmen, the silent drill team from the U.S. Navy, perform at this festival, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, let's check it out.
The fine gentlemen of our United States Navy, of course, are represented here at Sound Sport International. You guys look sharp, but are you warm?
A little bit, a little hot, a little bloody too. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, was this from your performance just now here?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so not only are you guys dressed to the hilt and probably a little warm, but you're getting a little aggressive on yourself.
Yeah. So with drill, it is aggressive, just 100%. There's bumps, bruises, breaks. It happens. So.
All right, now break down for me your preparation for an event like this. I mean, you're in the middle of serving our United States, but you're also practicing for stuff like this. Like, talk to me about that.
Okay, so as a ceremonial guardsman, we all get picked up straight out of boot camp.
Okay.
So we don't actually get a chance to work on our job. Like this is our jobs, by the way. Most people ask that question. So we go straight to DC and we start learning how to march and how to do drill or manuals for funerals in Arlington. But then after that, after we master that, we get picked up for our specialty. Mine and these guys is drill. So then it takes us about a year and a half to get to where we can actually perform out here.
Can we see you guys do a little demonstration of what we're seeing here today?
Yeah, sure. I'll grab a couple of these guys.
Rally the troops. Our men in white here ready to show us a couple moves. All right, guys, break it down.
What I loved so much about that segment was just the fact that we got to interact with our U.S. servicemen. You know, I have a brother in the Navy. He just actually declared his commission into the Marines.
Wow.
So anytime we get to work with our veterans, our servicemen and women, it's just such an honor, and they do such cool things. Those ceremonial guardsmen, my goodness.
Yeah, they do. And you guys, we're going to transition into number 5 right now. And typically, Taylor, when we deal with kids,
Right.
youth, whatever.
Yes, we go to a lot of family events, which makes
run
sense. They
from the
run.
camera.
They run from the camera, or they're just like really shy and one word. It's
Or-
like pulling teeth getting them to talk to us.
Or they're just super awkward.
Or they're super awkward. But
That's this kid.
one instance,
Yes.
yeah.
This guy with Rusty Redenbacher, the most articulate little fella. Let's check this out. My boy DJ Rusty Redenbacher.
Rusty Redenbacher.
And one of the illest Indiana, we say Indiana rappers that's come through.
Yeah, I'll definitely, I don't have no problem being local on an Indiana level. I love Indiana. I'm very proud of Indianapolis, so not a problem. I'm here. What's up?
How did you get on a record with Humvee? He mentioned you when I interviewed. How did you get on a record with him? Yeah.
Humvee was doing his thing at Butler University, and I was doing my thing in the city.
Yeah.
You know, very naturally. Our crowds kind of intermingled, and I got real cool with Greg and Dylan and the rest of the guys, Die Young, and everybody, you know, the whole team, Brandon, and just ended up, you know what I'm saying? I wanted him to be on the Mud Kids record. He ended up on Mud Kids' album, 4th album, Base Mentality.
Yeah.
And I ended up on his record. That's my dude, man. I love those dudes, you know what I'm saying?
So-
shout out to the Kleptos, shout out to Humpy and the Kleptos.
Now introduce this little dude, man.
This is my man. This is DJ BK.
He's DJing. How old is he?
Tell me, LD.
Well, I am 9 years old, and I've been taking classes at Indy's one and only DJ school, Decademics.
Decademics on right here.
Shout out to Nick and Doug. And
Decademics, baby.
I've been DJing for a little over a year now, and I really enjoy it.
Why? Why do you enjoy DJing?
Well, I enjoy it because if there was only one way to combine music and technology, I said I would definitely do it no matter what.
I like him. I'm going to talk to him off camera now.
Listen, how polished is this kid?
He is polished.
He's ready, man. We love you, BK.
Too cute for words.
Right.
And he wants to be a DJ just like Rusty Redenbacher, and I kid you not, he is going to smooth talk his way into any environment, any job he wants. I think he's going to be just fine.
He's going to be like the new me.
Exactly, yeah, there you go.
2.0.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Anyway, back to our countdown. We are halfway through. Up next, we are focusing on Bourbon Fest 2017.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is one of our all-time favorite shoots of the year. I think it was one of our best shoots of the year. We are at the Rathskeller, the beer garden outside. It was blistering hot.
It was.
And the interviews were great across the board, but of course, it's awesome when you talk to the vendors because they're just so full of knowledge.
Yeah, they are.
All right, it is time to let out a Rebel Yell because I'm here with Ryan, the Indiana District Manager for Rebel Yell. It is America's spirit, as we have heard many times over. So tell me about what you are, in fact, serving people today.
Okay, so we have 5 different Rebel Yells. They come from the Lux Road Distillery. It's a brand new distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. We have the regular Rebel Yell, which is an 80 proof wheated bourbon. So that's the big difference on it. Most bourbons are made with rye after corn. We use wheat, much like Maker's Mark, to make it a little softer and sweeter. We also have a Rebel Yell small batch rye, which is 90 proof, and it's at least 51% rye to be a rye whiskey. And then we have an American whiskey, which is the two of them blended together. And then we also have a couple flavors that we take our Rebel Yell wheated bourbon and we added root beer flavoring. Those are great for shots. And then we have a ginger whiskey, which is really good if you like ginger beer or any ginger flavoring, or do a Kentucky Mule.
Can I pull out any personal stories of your life that involve bourbon? Scandalous or not?
Scandalous or not?
Michael gave us a refined answer about his trip through the bourbon journey, bourbon journey, but...
That is a tough one. Well, I was involved in a bachelor party last year down on the Bourbon Trail. Luckily, Lux Rowe wasn't open yet, so my bosses didn't see the shape we were in. But yeah, let's just say that night in Louisville, it might have been a little bit of a blackout. I don't know.
Okay. You were Rebel Yelling at the moon.
I was Rebel Yelling at the moon, literally. Yes.
Awesome, Ryan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beer, bourbon, what have you. We love talking to these guys. I love it when I get stories.
Cut, Taylor.
What?
The stupid phone's ringing on the thing.
I didn't even hear it.
I did.
All right, bourbon, delicious.
Love it.
Such a great event.
Yes.
Those people have so many awesome stories about the first time they tried bourbon, kind of the mood that bourbon sets them in. I love it. And you know, I think, back to our countdown, I think the next people that we interviewed at Deer Turkey Waterfell Expo, I think they might be bourbon people, especially Chris Brackett.
Definitely.
You know that guy drinks some bourbon.
Yeah,
he has
does.
a nice clean-cut beard. He just looks like he would drink bourbon. Anyway, that is next on our countdown. Check out these awesome interviews from our time at Deer Turkey Waterfell Expo from the Indiana State Fairgrounds.
Booyah, you guys. Guess who I found? Chris Brackett of Fear No Evil on the Outdoor Channel. I mean, you're on Fear No Evil, but you're also kind of like a badass bow expert, professional archer. I mean, you do a lot of things.
Sometimes.
And you have an impeccable beard.
Sometimes. Well, I try, but I just got back from Texas, so there might be some cactus in there because everything down in Texas tries to stick you, bite you, and try to kill you. And we just got back last night, and I drove over this morning to get here. Super excited. Byron Ferguson's shooting stuff out of the air, which is like he's my hero. So I think I'll be on the stage at like 2 o'clock. But yeah, I do Fear No Evil and Arrow Fliction on the Outdoor Channel and Sportsman's Channel. So we run 52 weeks a year. I'm at the Big Time booth explaining how I use Big Time to get really close to a lot of my big deer and how to get them to their full potential of health. Because overall, I'm a conservationist. I know everybody thinks I'm a bloodthirsty, hunter guy, whatever. That's not true. That's the one side, but the 80% of it is making sure the deer herd and making sure my deer are there to hunt, right?
What are some of the
to hunt? You're not hunting.
Exactly. That's kind of the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
What has this profession taught you over the years? I mean, I honestly did not believe you were as old as you are, but you got some notches on your belt. You have some stories to tell.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is that what people will find, or I guess for a lot of people, stress comes from is I got to wake up every morning, put God first. It takes care of most of my stress, right? And then I've just got to do what God put me on this earth to do, which is to educate and inspire through my entertainment, through my art, through my Mew, which is my television show. I don't, in my profession, I would say I'm a professional television producer and conveyor of inspiring stories and how and the tools that I use. But I wouldn't say I'm a professional hunter, right? I don't get paid to hunt. So I have to create 10 episodes a year that inspires and educates people, makes them better, makes them push themselves, and makes them think inside themselves of how they can enjoy everything again. Because I think we lose the essence of what we love because of societal influence, and that's my job.
Hey guys, look who I caught up with. It's Melissa Bachman from Winchester Deadly Passion on the Sportsman Channel. It's an honor to meet you, really.
Well, thank you.
We got to watch your performance here on stage, talking to the crowd. They loved it. Is that kind of what brings you out to events like this, is getting to spread hunting to the rest of the people?
And that's what I love. I have been a hunter since I was a little kid, but to get more people involved, that's what I want to be doing.
Awesome. And you do globetrot. 250 days out of the year, this woman is on the road hunting the globe, using your college degree, which was TV journalism, and just working on your show, which has been in for, 5 seasons now?
I'm actually filming for season 7.
No way.
And last year, I actually counted up because it seemed like I was on the road even more.
Right.
It ended up being 317 days, which is just crazy amount of time. But that's what I love. Coming to shows like this, we're at the Indiana Deer, Turkey, and Waterfowl Expo, and seeing all these kids that come out who love it as well, and to spread that's what it's all about.
Awesome. And there have been a lot of viral videos and articles that have come out over the years. One that I can remember is like a 5-year-old girl that shot her first. The gun was bigger than her. But you're talking here about getting kids and women involved. She kind of fits the mold on all of that. How inspiring is it to see stuff like that?
It's really nice, and what I love too is that more families are getting involved. I think it's so important to have that closeness in a family. I still go back home. My mom, my brother, my dad, and I, we all hunted together, and we had that togetherness. Plus, we got wild game. We ate organic wild game my whole life. What better way to do it than to get it on your own?
Yeah. Dude, what do you do to relax? You're going a mile a minute. We got deep there in this conversation.
If you knew me at all, and now we know each other, but if you know me now, I run like this 24/7, 365. My brain doesn't shut down. I harness my ADD. A lot of people use it as an excuse, right? All excuses are bad, in my opinion. Embrace it, capitalize on it, and use your gifts for the good. So.
Well, and just for a brief moment, let's take a trip down memory lane. Reminisce for me what it was like when you first picked up a bow and arrow.
Well, I didn't have anybody to teach me. I didn't have my father to teach me. I remember trading somebody this bow and arrow, and I used to think, this is how funny this is. I used to think that you shot a right-handed bow, which the strings are on this side, and the arrow's on this side, and you would think that you had to shoot it from this side. And I remember switching it around, thinking I had to shoot it left-handed and holding it upside down. I didn't know anything, but taking it from that to where it's at is that there was an old man. His name was his last name was Dooley, and he had this little range in this old building in my little bitty hometown that I live in Bartonville, Illinois. And I was there, just happened to be there for some little party, and I grabbed a bow, and he taught me audio problems.
Byron getting crazy.
He's getting crazy over there. I think he just shot the AP system. But I grabbed a bow, and I think I was 11 years old. I shot, and I was shooting. In the first 5 minutes, I was shooting little bitty stickers they put on the wall back there. The funny part is that was the first time I ever shot a bow. 30 years later, I bought that building, and it's now Castle Kill, my home, my production office. The first building I ever shot my arrow in, I bought it 30 years later, and that's where Castle Kill, all my mounts, and where we do all the production at.
What a full circle, and I think that's totally a testament to the way that you live your life too. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I dried your mouth out, so now you get to go on stage and talk more, right?
I'll be drinking some of this right here.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us, Chris.
All right, thank you so much.
If you want more about Chris, follow him on Twitter at RealCBrackett.
Real C Brackett, and then Facebook's where nobody else runs it, just me, and it's Chris Brackett. Or no, I would just do Fear No Evil TV.
All right. And check out your local listings for Fear No Evil. Thanks, guys.
Booyah!
Back to the countdown.
You're still nursing that beer,
I'm still nursing. Mama told me not to drink on the job.
All right, Taylor. Up next, what are we doing?
Number 2 on the countdown.
Yes.
Back to Sound Sport Music and Food Festival from Georgia Street and Am Plaza, Mike. Drums. The beat is about to go down. We loved our time there. Those kids putting it all out on the drum line.
I love the energy. You guys, the competitions were amazing, and we caught some great footage. Check it out.
when the duck flies, the east wins, right? You guys just owned that drumline battle. Who are you and what are you representing here today?
We are 7th Regiment Drum and Bugle Corps from New London, Connecticut, and we're representing the East Coast.
I love it. Now talk about the energy that you have to conjure up in order to perform well on a drum line.
The energy it takes to carry these instruments and play them with as much energy as these guys ever do is just, it's all the way up here. It breaks the charts every single
You got to get the crowd invested too, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why we have the duck. That's why we have everything that we have here. That's why we have flowers.
That's why you have the war paint on your face.
I'm living it right now. You gotta embody it in order to give it to the crowd.
All right, Mike.
Yo.
Let me ask you a question. As we come to the #1 spot on our countdown, I want to ask you a question.
Ask on.
All right, this is all about International Axe Throwing Day from Bad Axe Throwing in Indianapolis. You did what I think is the impossible. I don't know, the grace of God must have come down and given you this opportunity. We just closed out our outro of the show. I was ready to be done. I actually had a cold that day, true confession. And
That sounds like an excuse, but keep going.
you turn around in a room full of people watching it, everybody's eyes on us, and you turn around and you do something miraculous.
Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Thank you for that shoulder scrub.
We came, we saw, we celebrated International Axe Throwing Day here at Bad Axe Throwing. All right, so closed-toed shoes you gotta have, but you don't have to have a beard or a flannel shirt to throw an axe.
Hey, you guys, you've been surfed.
Any bets on how we can top that close ever again?
No.
I mean, seriously, I couldn't even throw an axe with 2 hands. This guy over here.
Well, that's how bungee jump off the Salesforce building
Oh, okay.
and pick up a $1 bill.
Come in 2018, bungee jumping off the Salesforce
give me that.
building. I haven't even drank enough of it yet. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us through our countdown of our favorite moments from 2017 CrowdSurfing. We can't wait to bring you more adventures in the years to come. Thanks so much for watching. We're done.
Taylor, is this pumpkin?
Yeah.
This is delicious. Hey, you've been surfed.